Hello everybody and welcome to your maths video for today. To start with, we're going to be revising our 8 times table. So the first one says 3 times 8. Can you remember one of the methods we used for solving our 8 times table? The first one was the array method. Let's draw an array. If you're confident, you might want to do this on a piece of paper or a whiteboard straight away. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got one line of or rows of 8, but I need 3 rows of 8. 3 times 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Second row of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Third row of 8. Can you point to where I should draw my circle around each line? That's right. My 1 times 8. 2 times 8, 3 times 8. How do I work out how many there are altogether? Should I count in ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would take me ages. Because there are 8 in each row, I can just count in 8. Ready? 8, 16, 24. Fantastic. Is there another way we could solve this? I'm going to give you a clue. Do you remember I said chocolate bar to help you remember? It's a bar shape because it's called a bar model. So 3 times 8. So I don't know this one yet. This is my whole. Because when I times a number, it's going to get bigger and my whole is the biggest one. I've then got how many groups of 8? I've got 3 groups of 8, so I need 3 parts. And on each part I need to write 8. Good job. Now, just like the array, I can count in 8. 8, 16, 24. Fantastic. 3 times or 3 groups of 8 make 24. What was my last method? Do you remember? Number line. Fantastic. So I start off with 0. Do 1 times 8, which is 8. Fantastic. Each jump is a group. 2 times 8 is 16. Last one, 3 times 8 is 8, 16, 24. Okay, they were my written methods, but I also had one where I used my, this is the clue, fingers. I think this was my quickest method. So I put 3 fingers up. These are like my lines or groups, and I draw 8 on each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't have to draw 8 dots on yours. This is just to remind me each finger is 8. Then we count in 8s. It looks a bit like an array. 8, 16, 24. When we're timesing larger numbers, it's easier to do it on our fingers or in our heads. I would now like you to complete the rest of them. So on a piece of paper or whiteboard, you need to write down each number sentence. So down the side of your paper, write 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, just like we do for a spelling test. Then write the number operation. Use your fingers to complete them, and then unpause the video so we can go through them together. Ready to do 6 times 8? 6 fingers up, counting in 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Give yourself a tick if you got that one. Next one, 4 times 8. How many fingers up? Fantastic. Then count in 8s. 8, 16, 24, 32. I can see lots of you have practiced using your number square from yesterday's lesson. Number 4, this is going to be a big one. How many fingers up? 9 times 8. Let's whisper it. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72. The next one says 7 times 8. How many fingers up? Ready? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. Number 6 and 7 are challenge ones. Why? Why are they more tricky than numbers 1 to 5? I'm finding it hard because I don't have more than 10 fingers and I've got to work out 12 times 8 and 15 times 8. How could we do that? I'm going to break it down into 10 times 8. The 10 comes from here. And then 2 times 8. So 10 times 8 is, 10 fingers up, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. Was there another way of doing that one? Yeah, I could have done 8 times 10. I find my 10 times table much easier. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Remember, with times tables, you can switch them round and still get the same answer. Now I can do 2 times 8, which I know is 16. And then I add them together. We can use our column method even here. 0 add 6 is 6. 8 tens add 1 tens is 9 tens, which makes 96. Let's use that method here. So I know 10 times 8 is 80. Then what do I do? That's right, I can do 5 times 8. 5 fingers up, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. I'm just going to move this over a little bit. So I've got 0 add 0. Then I've got 8 tens, add 4 tens. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my 2 tens can stay here. But I know 10 tens make 100, so they get kicked out. And they're going to go here. So my answer is 120. I'm super impressed if you've got all of those right, and even more impressed if you've done 6 and 7. Well done, fantastic. Today we're going to be dividing. I am learning to divide by 8, and I've got my division sign here. Can you do it in the air with me? So it's divided by, shared by, split into groups of. I like to think of it as, do you remember? 1 for me, 1 for you. 1 for me, 1 for you. As when we divide or share, it must be fair. Each person must get the same. Let's start by reading my word problem. Can you work out what we have to do? This one is all about helping Miss Conway. Miss Conway is tidying the PE cupboard. Hope it's not too messy, Miss Conway. She tidies 24 footballs into 8 bags. How many balls will be in each bag? Pause and have another read. What are the important pieces of information in this word problem? That's right, that we've got 24 footballs and we're sharing them into 8 bags. And it's asking how many will be in each one. What would my number sentence be? 24 footballs shared into 8 bags is equal to, and this is how many will be in each one. We don't know yet. Let's have a go at reminding ourselves of the methods we used to divide. Do you remember the first one? I have to take up a whole whiteboard. You'll see why in a minute. It was sharing circles. And I'm going to write my number sentence here, which is 24 divided by 8. What do I need to do first of all? Yeah, I need to draw 8 sharing circles. That's why I need a big whiteboard to do this. And they're like my bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to share 24 footballs into these 8 bags. Okay, sorry Miss Conway, these don't look much like footballs. They're cupcakes. So, shall we do that? We just count up to 24 and put 1 in each one each time. 1, whoops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many footballs does each group have? They all have 1. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many balls does each bag have? Now, that's right, 2. We're on 16. 17, count with me. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I've shared out 24 into 8 bags. How many does each one have? This one has 3. This one has 3. Do they all have 3? Yeah, so it's fair. So 24 shared between 8 bags, each one will get 3. Now, we don't often carry around objects or footballs in our pockets to help us solve division. So we're going to do the same thing, but as a drawing. So we've got our 8 bags again, and we're going to share out 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember to count with me. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 shared between 8 bags is the same as 3. They each get 3. Now, I don't know about you, but that took a long time. I had to count out so many footballs and I had to draw so many groups. Let's see if using our array is a better method. So, array. And again, I'm writing my number sentence first to remind me. 24 divided by 8. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are like my bags here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Have to do the same all the way to 24. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Point to where I should draw the bags around. That's right, that's 1 bag, 2 bags, 3 bags. I should have 8 bags, 4 bags, 5 bags, 6 bags, 7 bags, 8 bags, and each one has 3. That's our array method. Do you remember our other 2 methods? Let's see if there's a quicker method. We've got our bar model. So 24 divided by 8 is the same as. So this time I know my whole. What is my whole? My whole is 24. How do I know it's my whole? What happens when I divide? 24 divided by 8, my number's going to get smaller as I'm sharing. So I will have a smaller number here, so that can't be my whole. When I divide, I always have my biggest number first, and then I divide by another number. So the first number is going to be your whole when we're dividing. Then I need to cut it into how many? That's right, 8, because it's 8 bags. Check that they should be almost the same size, because they should have the same number in each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're my 8 bags, okay? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And I've got 3 in every single one. Do you see why the sharing circles the array and the bar model's a bit tricky? I find it quite difficult to count and I get a bit tired. If I'm tired and it's taking me a long time, I might make a mistake with my counting. This is why today we're going to be focusing on using our times tables to help with divide. So just like divide, I'm going to do a bar model. Now, in my number sentence, I know 24 divided by 8. I'm going to pretend I don't know at the moment. So I know my whole is 24, and I know I've got 8 parts, because I'm dividing by 8. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I use a bar model for my times tables. So I don't know what's in any of these, but I can use my times tables to help me. I know I've got something, I don't know what the something is, times 8, because I've got 8 groups, is 24. Something times by 8 is 24. Do you see how I can flip it around? I know the 24, that's got to be my answer in my times tables, because when I times by a number, it gets bigger. And I've got 8 groups, but I don't know how many in each one. I don't know how many footballs, but times by 8, because I've got 8 bags, is the same as 24. So I can count in 8s until I reach 24. Ready? 8, 16, 24. So now I know there's 3 in all of these. 3 times 8, because I've got 3 in every one and I've got 8 groups, is the same as 24. Do you see how we can use our times tables to help with our division? We're going to focus on that as it's a much quicker method than the other ones. Let's see if we can solve the following division operations using times tables to help us. So the first one says 40 times 8. Sorry, not times 8, divided by 8. If you're confident with this method, have a go at doing it on a whiteboard or a piece of paper now. Otherwise, stay on the video with me. So let's have a look. Let's do our bar. 2 bars. What's our whole? That's right, 40 is our whole. And we've got 8 parts, so we split it into 8. Oh, I'm going to do that one again. They should be even, and that doesn't look very even to me. Okay, let's have another go. I'm going to do them over here, actually, so I have a bit more space. So, 40, 8 parts. Concentration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, but I don't know any of these yet. I don't know my answer. I've got 40 divided or split into 8 groups is the same as something. How can I use my timetables to help me? So I know something times by 8, something times by 8 is the same as 40. So I can count an 8 to 40. Sorry, let's go. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. How many times did I count 8? 5. So in every one of these, there's going to be 5, and we can check. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Have a go at the next 2. Pause the video. Have a go. Ready to go through it together? This time 56 divided by 8. So have you got it? I know my whole is 56. Again, splitting it into 8 parts. But I don't know what's in here. And all of these are a mystery. So I can do something times by 8 to get to my whole, which is 56. Counting 8s, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. So it's 7 times 8. So in all of these, there's going to be 7. Last one. 72 divided by 8. Can you imagine having to count out 72? Doing an array or a sharing circle? Take you ages. Take you the whole maths lesson. So my whole is 72. Again, I'm dividing by 8, so I cut it into 8 parts. And I don't know any of these yet. So, something times by 8 is the same as 72. Ready to count in 8s? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. After 56, 64, 72. So I know 9 times 8. So there has to be 9 in every single one of these. Got it? Fantastic if you're starting to get that. It's tricky. So, your main task today is going to be doing something called fact families. So earlier on, we did our array for 24 divided by 8, which I also have here. So we can have 24 divided by 8, we know is 3. Do you remember we looked at arrays in different ways? So we can have 24 divided by 8 is the same as 3. But what if we do it this way? We've still got 24. We haven't taken away or added any footballs here. What if I do it this way? I'm going to turn it around this way. What would my number sentence be? Still got 24, but I've shared it between 3. I've got 3 bags. And each one will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could also have it as 24 shared by 3 groups is the same as 8. So I can write it the other way round. Divided by 3, same as 8. We can also use this as times tables. What could this array be for times tables? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 1 group of 8, 2 groups of 8, 3 groups of 8. So I could also write 3 times 8. Let's count in 8s. 8, 16, 24. Is there another times table I could do? What if I did it this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could do 8 times. How many is in each group? 3 in here, 3 in here, 3 in all of them. So I've got 8 times 3, same as 8 fingers up, count in 3s. We've done this before. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. So I've got 4 number sentences about the same array. I've got 2 divide and 2 times. This is called a fact family. But I only use the numbers 24, 8 and 3. This is because I've got 24 in total and I've got lines of 8 one way and lines of 3 the other way. These 4 sentences are called a fact family. So my fact family for this would be I'm going to add in my times. 3 times 8, 24. 8 times 3, 24. Do you see the times one, how we can just flip it around? I'm going to show you how this looks on a fact family triangle. So at the bottom, I'm going to use my times table. So I'm going to put 3 and 8. And my whole is always at the top. So my whole here is 24. That's the most important thing. The whole goes at the point at the very top of the triangle. Imagine it's the most important because it's the biggest number. So all of these number sentences have 3 numbers in. They have 24, 8 and 3. So I can use the triangle to help me generate them. So I can do 3 times 8 or go the other way round, 8 times 3. Or I could do 3 times 8 is the same as 24. Or 8 times 3 is the same as 24. Or I could go from the top. 24 divided by 8 is the same as 3. Or 24 divided by 3 is the same as 8. Do you see? 24 divided by 8, same as 3. 24 divided by 3, same as 8. 3 times 8, 24. 8 times 3, 24. It's really clever how the numbers work together to make the different number sentences. Let's try another one. So you need to put in numbers from our 8 times table. So you might do, let's try 5 and 8. So 5 times 8. Okay, we could do 5 times 8. What's going to be at the top? Let's count in 8s, 5 fingers. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. So they're my numbers on my triangle. What 4 number sentences could I write? Remember doing 2 divide, 2 times. Have a go at doing that now. The first one I could write, I'm going to go from the top. 40 divided by 8, same as 5. We can do it the other way around. 40 divided by 5, same as 8. Now my times ones. 5 times 8, same as 40. 8 times 5, same as 40. Cool, right? If you've got a division, for example, let's do, let's go back to 56 divided by 8. Imagine I have this. Actually, let's do something different. Let's do another times table. Let's do 9 times 8. So 9 here and 8 will go here. We know those times at the bottom. So 9 fingers up, let's count in 8s. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, after 48, 56, 64, 72 at the top. Divide here. Remember, we always do our biggest number and then divide by these ones. Write your 4 number sentences. Have another go. Pause the video. Have a try. Ready to go through it together? Okay. We can do 72 divided by 8, same as 9, or the other way around, 72 divided by 9, same as 8. And then we can do our times table ones. 9 times 8, 72. 8 times 9, 72. Okay, now I want to move on to what I was just about to do. This is like a missing one. So earlier on I had 56 divided by 8. So in this one, where would the pieces from the triangle go? So I've only got 2 numbers. I haven't got 3 yet. What goes at the top? Remember my whole. So I've got 56 and I've got 8 here. So we know these need to be divided to get to this one. But again, I know on my bottom corner, these 2 in the 2 corners here have to be numbers that I times together. So this is going back to like the bar model idea. Yeah? So something times 8 is the same as 56. Let's count in 8s to 56. Ready? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. So I know it has to be a 7. And they times together to make 56. And then I can divide the other way. Ready? Let's do the last one. Write down the 4 number sentences. Quick as you can. Got it? Let's try. 56 divided by 8, same as 7. Or the other way around, 56 divided by 7, same as 8. Now my times ones. 7 times 8, 56. 8 times 7, 56. So you can use it to help you solve your times tables, your division, because if I know I've got this and this one, I don't know this one, so something times 8. So I find out how many 8s I need to count to get to 56. On your portfolio, you have a sheet with lots of fact family triangles like these. I've done an example one for you, then I would like you to complete your own ones. So you're going to put into the bottom of your triangle, if you have a blank one, a times table. So you might put 3 times 8, 3 and 8. Then you have to work out what number would go in here, and then write out your 4 number sentences. So you could put 3 times 8 in there. You could put 8 and 8. So you know that one has to be a times, and you can use that to work out your whole, so you can then work out your division. Then you will write your 4 number sentences. It's a tricky lesson, but we're going to keep practicing. Good luck, work hard, and I'll see you soon for your next lesson. Bye for now.